127 of the All the Books show, recorded at the David A. Howe Public Library, where we talk book news, author news, and literary news. I'm Eric Michaels.
That always feels kind of redundant to me.
What?
Book news, author news, literary news.
Right.
It sort of feels like the same thing.
I think we put literary news there in case there's things that are happening in the world of books.
Would you say like the announcement of the Edgar Award nominees?
Yes.
Well, maybe we should talk about that later for a segment.
Okay, that's literary news.
Okay. And author news would be like James Patterson has started writing nonfiction with other writers, essentially nonfiction book shots.
Yeah, James Patterson and Ron Chernow.
Yeah, together. Together at last.
Yeah, the life of...
Okay.
Go ahead.
The life of Mr. Rogers.
Ron Chernow is doing... Well,
he
was a military vet.
There's a lot. There's a lot to mine there.
Doesn't he have like a lot of confirmed kills?
I think that's an urban legend.
Really?
I don't know. We'll have to check with Ron Chernow and
James Patterson.
And James Patterson
presents Ron Chernow's Mr. Rogers.
As a public service announcement, I want to say that James Patterson and Ron Chernow, to the best of our knowledge, are not collaborating on a biography about Mr. Rogers.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
It could happen.
Sure, it could happen.
Maybe it's not currently happening. Anyway, I interrupted you. You were about to say that you're Eric Michaels?
Yeah.
And I'm Nick Gunning.
Hey, Nick.
Thanks for joining us today, folks.
Yeah.
Well, we're excited because today we have the new art exhibit up, Recognizing Women's Right to Vote in New York State. This is a rotating exhibit. We applied back in November to host this, and we were selected as the first library in 2018 to get it. So we're very excited to have it here.
Baby.
That's right. It was originally put together through funding from the South Central Regional Library Council. The display is up now, and it will be up through February 2nd. So stop in, check it out. Check out one of our great books on the topic. Sign the guest book.
Yeah.
Take pictures, whatever you want to do. But we're excited to have it, so we thank our friends at the SCRLC. See, if you're familiar with it, you can say it really fast, but I have to look. So
what is
it was a little slow. SCRLC. South Central Regional Library Council.
SCRLC. Yeah. Nice.
Yep.
Do you see how quickly I memorized all that?
Yeah, you did.
Do you think I could use that as like a weapon? Not a weapon. I guess I went weapon first. I meant like
your instincts
to earn money.
And sure.
Do you think I use that to get cash?
Yeah, like on a game show or something. It'd be really helpful.
Yeah, I'd panic though.
You would.
They'd ask me like a question.
You choke under pressure.
Yeah, they'd ask me a question about my personal life, and I wouldn't.
Every time we played racquetball, you'd start to edge me out, and then you'd be like, "I'm about to win," and you'd like trip.
Yeah.
And...
But didn't you also like hit me in the face
with my fist?
No, with your racket.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure you did.
Don't think so.
Was that not you?
Don't remember it.
Well, somebody did. It was either you or my wife.
I think it was her.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
She's got the bangs covering her eyes.
Okay. Wow. She's not going to be happy you said that.
I'm sorry. You know, folks, we wasted a lot of great material before we started rolling. All this talk about Mr. Snuffleupagus.
Barkley the dog.
Which I confused for Sprocket from Fraggle Rock. But, you know, that kind of spontaneity you can't recreate.
I'm sorry I didn't hit record.
We're just going to have to move on. Let's move into our bookmark. Let's talk about what we've been reading.
Oh, that is fast.
I know.
All right. Do you want to start?
Sure, why not?
Nice.
I finished some stuff. I finished Volume 3 in the new Rebirth Batman series, I Am Bane. It's the last one before the War of Jokes and Riddles, which has gotten good reviews and seems to be interesting. Something that doesn't have good reviews, that's taken us like a year to get, would be The Dark Knight Strikes Again by Frank Miller.
Yay.
It's so weird and so bad. Have you read it yet?
No.
I've never been a huge like Frank Miller fan.
Yeah.
But I could get the appeal of Dark Knight Returns, even though it wasn't like my jam. This one kind of turned into nonsense.
I don't think anybody liked it.
It just it's like a little kid just scribbled and started writing really...
I don't think anybody's like Dark Knight Strikes Again is the misunderstood brilliant
dark
sequel.
Nonsense. But we have it in our collection, folks, so you can read the whole Frank Miller
That's weird
saga.
Because as far as I know, Dark Knight Strikes Again just like demolishes Dick Grayson as a character. And I thought you enjoy watching him just get torn apart.
You thought I would like seeing one of my favorite characters?
Yeah, I thought you liked character assassination, particularly aimed at Nightwing.
No, I don't. I don't like that at all. I don't like
right.
that at all. So I read those two things.
Yeah.
And I also finished Binary by Michael Crichton, writing as John Lang.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. You're familiar with this or you're not?
Of two nineries?
That was confusing.
Sorry.
What does that even mean?
No, I haven't read that one yet.
Okay. What is the film? There's a film version of this. Do you remember what it's called?
Binary.
No. It's called something else.
John Lang's Binary, starring Martin Sheen as Mr. Binary.
Actually, Martin Sheen is in the movie.
Son of a gun.
Did you do that on purpose?
I just assumed.
He is. The movie is called...
Oh, wow. Did you just get really emotional thinking about Martin Sheen and Binary?
Oh, Marty Sheen. The movie is called Pursuit.
Oh, okay.
So are we ordering? We're going to get this in our collection, right?
Yes. We would have had it on our next DVD shipment, but somebody forgot.
Oh.
Me.
Okay.
I forgot to get
All
it.
right.
But
So,
I got Batman and Scooby-Doo Brave and the Bold.
This is not the Michael Crichton that you know. This is a much younger Michael Crichton.
Yes.
This book was written in, 1972.
Yes.
It's a political thriller.
Yeah. This is Michael Crichton before his travels where he learned ninjutsu.
Sure.
And battled
It
ninjas.
has a bio. I wouldn't call it a techno thriller. They're listing it as one, but I wouldn't. It has kind of a bioterrorism plot. So I don't really think that's techno. But the weird thing about it,
this is techno.
You're right. The weird thing about it is that it's a high stakes book. Like somebody is actively trying to assassinate the president,
right?
And it seems like it's going to work, but it feels like such a weird, like enclosed story.
Right.
Like it doesn't feel like there's government agencies and like mass panic and this whole thing. It seems like we've got our main character Graves going after this thing, and that's pretty much it. And so it's weird because I swear there's like 5 characters in the whole book, and it's about assassinating the president. So it feels like a bottle episode on a sitcom, only about assassinating the president.
Okay.
So it was a quick read. I enjoyed it, but I thought that's kind of weird.
I like bottle episodes.
Yeah, I do too. But like the scope was so huge that it just didn't really make a lot of sense.
You know what else I like?
What?
I like when you have an ensemble cast and you take some characters that aren't normally put together and they just go off and do a fun thing.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
it's pretty cool.
Let me think of
one.
If,
like if Sulu and Dr. McCoy hung out. Like,
yeah.
What are you doing?
Or Eric and Sean from Boy Meets World. They don't get a lot of one-on-one time.
Huh. Yeah, you're right.
So
you're right about that.
Well, wait, I guess they do because they lived together for a while.
Oh,
darn it!
What are you gonna do?
Well, all right, I got nothing. Topanga and Eric, they didn't do a lot
you're
together.
Right. Yeah, that'd be an odd one.
I guess I just like the Eric-centered Boy Meets World.
Seems like it.
Or the Eric-centered That 70s Show.
Yeah. I am currently.
Do you remember the episode of Smallville with the character Eric?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, pretty good.
Magneto's name is Eric.
I know. I know it is. The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F.
Hey,
by Mark Manson.
I thought you were talking about how I like characters named Eric.
Big time bestseller from last year.
Yeah.
So I'm reading my way through that.
Birthday present of this year.
That's right. We do have it here in our collection, so you can check it out.
That copy that just got added to the collection, that wasn't a birthday present, was it?
The one that just got added to the collection of a book that I'm still reading.
Oh, you're still reading it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, I'm reading that. I will let you know how I feel. I'm also currently reading All-Star Batman Volume 1. This is where Scott Snyder jumps over to this title, and John Romita of Marvel fame is illustrating it.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I like the look of it.
Yeah,
I'll tell you how it goes.
He was doing Suicide Squad.
Oh, was he?
Yeah,
I liked.
Or he is.
He did a bit on Superman, and I really like that too.
Yeah, it's so weird seeing John Romita's art on DC Comics
because
is
very noticeably like Spider-Man-y.
Yeah, everything I see, I'm like, oh, that's either Marvel or whatever Mark Miller wants him to do.
Vertigo or something. Anyway, so that's it for me.
Yeah.
Rewatched Lord of the Rings last night for the first time in quite a while.
You keep saying Lord of the Rings like that means...
I'm sorry, the first of the Lord of the Rings saga, Fellowship of the Ring.
Yeah.
With my little brother, our frequent guest star.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Stevie Wonder.
Give me a brown paper bag to breathe into for a second. No, I'm fine. You can dislike those movies.
No, it's not that I dislike them. I wouldn't... I'm not like a hardcore fan, but I appreciate them.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
He'd never seen them before. So this was his dipping his toe in the water.
He's a weird guy.
My brother?
Yeah.
They've listened to him on like 8 episodes now. They know he's a weird guy.
That's true.
A weird, lovable little scamp.
Yeah, long-time listeners are like, oh, he hasn't seen Lord of the Rings. Makes sense.
Yeah, it checks out. It checks out perfectly.
Yeah.
He's seen the animated Hobbit from the 70s and prefers it. No, I made that up. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe I have. I'm not even sure.
Do you know when Fellowship of the Ring came out, they made a Lord of the Rings Two Towers game, but they also made a Hobbit game, but it was the license from the books.
Yeah.
So it was a GameCube Hobbit game.
I love that game.
That was licensed on the books.
I love it.
Nobody liked that.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't. So you played that game?
Yeah.
Man,
I really liked it.
You are a mystery.
Thank you.
Everyone must stand alone.
Well, I do.
I'm not going to sing any more of that song.
Oh, that's a song?
Madonna.
I only know
prayer.
The Dick Tracy soundtrack. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I can't help you.
Well, I was about to sing any line, but I'm pretty sure it's all pretty dirty.
Oh, okay.
So,
what have you been reading?
Madonna lyrics.
Really?
Specifically.
Wow.
It has been
filthy.
Awakening.
Yeah, I bet it has.
Okay, what have I finished book-wise?
Lay it on me.
I'm gonna...
Sorry.
We both said sorry at the same time.
I forgive you.
I didn't say I forgive you at the same time.
And that
So
was
I'm still holding that grudge.
a lot of resentment.
Okay.
Hey, today is my childhood best friend Dan Manson's birthday. Turning 35. So shout outs to Dan Manson. Hope you're having a good birthday, buddy.
Yeah.
That's all. Go on with
I
your
assume
bookmark.
he's a nicer Manson than the other Manson.
Mark Manson, author of The Subtle Art of Not Giving Enough. He's probably
Mark
nicer.
Manson.
Yeah, Mark Manson's the author.
That's the Manson I was asking if he was nicer than. Yeah.
Well, he might be.
No,
Anyway,
I
interrupt.
Charles Manson.
Who now?
Charles
I haven't read his
Manson.
stuff.
Okay, you haven't read his stuff.
No.
His song lyrics, I guess.
I haven't. No.
Okay.
Yep.
Weird.
Yeah.
I finished Cable and Deadpool.
Yeah, you have.
No, when I say I finished it, I mean I finished like that run, that whole series.
Okay.
It's collected in 8 volumes. This started in like 2006, and I read this like day one, but I only read like the first 2 graphics when it came out.
All right.
And now with the Marvel app, I was like, I'm gonna finish this one. It's fun. I like it. Here's the thing. Did I already bring this up last time?
You've fallen down a well.
I had forgotten that Cable had switched over to X-Men, and then he died in the X-Men, and so it becomes a Deadpool book.
Okay. But it's still called
like
Cable and Deadpool?
Yeah, so for like the last 7 issues.
You know what? Similar thing happened on Laverne and Shirley.
Yeah,
Shirley was like, I'm outs. And it was just Laverne going solo.
So this is a conversation we had by ourselves, like at
you
lunch
and
or
me.
something?
You and me just talking about it.
Okay.
Yeah. As we do.
Yeah.
Talk about Cable and Deadpool and Laverne and Shirley.
Yeah.
Boy, there's a team up.
I think we talked about it at
Right
McDonald's.
there. Look out, Lenny and Squiggy.
Cable and...
Deadpool and Laverne and Shirley.
Oh, the 4 of them hanging out
One
in a car.
team up book. Yeah.
So who's the Deadpool equivalent of Laverne and Shirley? Who's like the wacky one for the straight man?
I'm going to give that to... Oh, that's tough.
Who's the straight man?
Well,
who's Cable?
They have their own dynamic.
Are either Laverne or Shirley a super soldier from the future come back in time to stop Apocalypse and save mutant kind?
Possibly that was Mork. If I'm It's been a while since I've seen them. But...
All right, I don't know how these crossovers work.
Nanu.
Hey, you've been giving me guff on Goodreads because you think I read 10 volumes of Deadpool Classic.
If feeling like I need to have an intervention,
which I did not,
is giving you
and
guff?
you thought the same thing I did with the Punisher.
Yeah, you gotta.
But what I did is I went on Goodreads and I just retroactively added them to having read, and the Deadpool one specifically, 2002.
Okay.
When I read the single issues.
Okay.
I'm sorry you had to see them.
It's okay. I'm just worried about you.
All right.
It's a lot of violence.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about the Punisher. He stands against like everything I like in superhero comics, but I can't put his comics down.
Yeah.
I read 35 issues in one day. I mean, what is that?
Did you really?
Yeah, I finished the Steve Dillon Marvel Knights one. That was 35 issues.
Oh my god.
That was the day you're like, "Hey, what's going on, man? Everything okay?"
Yeah, it was a dark day for you.
Well, yeah, that's because my blacklight went out. So,
do you have a blacklight?
Well, I'm reading the Punisher. Hey, did I tell you I burnt myself with incense?
I watched it live on your Twitch channel.
Yeah, I was trying to plug in my phone.
Yeah.
Hit the desk with my head.
Yeah.
Incense fell out of its little boat. It was one of those little cones, and when I went to go pick it up, it burnt my hand. I still got the little burn. It's not little.
That's a real peek behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Into the private life of Eric McCulls.
Yeah. Also, I finished.
I burned my hand on my incense while I'm trying to play video games for strangers.
Code Talker, a novel about the Navajo Marines of World War II by Joseph Bruchac.
Gordon Levitt.
Joseph Bruchac.
Oh, he was hilarious in Third Rock from the Sun.
So this is a young adult, juvenile-ish book on the younger age, I would think, for young adult, except there's war violence.
Sure.
So, but the writing style seems younger, but it's long and it's kind of boring. I read this because it was for a book club I was doing with 8th graders.
Will they like it?
No, they hated it.
Oh, well.
None of them.
Okay.
I asked them how they. I always say like who liked it and sees the hands, and then who didn't like it, and all the hands went up for who didn't like it. Yes.
Well, at least you had consensus.
And I asked them what it was, and they were just like, it was boring and hard to follow, and like the character was boring. And I was like, those are all things that I was thinking. So that was rough. Also, the 7th graders didn't like Stargirl by Jerry Spinelli, which the 7th graders liked last year. So I don't know what happened with these 7th graders.
Those jaded little monsters.
But it was so I was 0 for 2. That Friday.
With a book club, that's not always the worst thing, though.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes that gets the best conversations.
Yeah, Code Talker, no. Not Code.
Time?
Stargirl did, yes. Okay. Code Talker, no.
Too boring.
Code Talker was like, so what didn't you like about it? And they were just like, ugh, didn't finish it.
Was that, did you just pick that, or do you have them vote?
I picked Code Talker because I thought it looked interesting. It was like, oh, about a Navajo American who, well, I guess I just was redundant right there.
Okay.
Who, joins the Marines in World War II. Like, there's World War II books are gold with kids.
Okay.
But no, this book was, and we had lots of copies in the library, so I was like, oh, this must be good.
Yeah.
It was not. It was boring. I had to apologize to the kids. I'm like, well, I'm sorry.
You had to apologize?
Well, I didn't have to. I felt like I should. So I said sorry.
Oh.
So I picked up 2 books. The first one I'm going to read is The Hate You Give.
Okay.
By Angie Thomas.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. We'll talk about that one a little bit later in the episode.
No, that is a spoiler.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna read Turtles All the Way Down when I finish The Hate You Give.
Okay.
Why do you say it like that?
What?
Like that. Hey, my wife is listening.
Hi.
No, not to the podcast.
Oh.
I mean, she is.
Oh,
hi,
hi.
Kendra. She's listening to the audiobook of Artemis
Foul?
by Andy Ware.
Oh.
And it's read by Rosario Dawson.
Oh.
And she has informed me it's real bad.
Oh, really?
She says the dialogue, not the dialogue, just the narration, because it's first person, but it's basically
Is it a female protagonist?
Yes.
Oh.
Who's written very poorly. There's lines in there like, I laughed like a little girl, but hey, I am a girl, so it's okay.
Oh, boy.
She hasn't even gotten to that line. She shared some doozies with me now.
Oh, boy.
There's a lot of like, don't get any ideas, and that's not even what I meant. A lot of stuff like that.
Jeez.
Like, definitely a guy who maybe doesn't talk to a lot of women.
Yeah.
Is writing women.
He's definitely not going to talk to women after they read that book.
She said the only thing that's really making it bearable is Rosario Dawson's doing a pretty good job. Because Rosario Dawson can play sassy pretty well. So she's probably giving some life to the... But that's real... She also said the plot is kind of stupid. So that's really disappointing because we both like The Martian.
Yeah. I don't know. I was kind of skeptical about that book. The style of The Martian, I don't know. It felt like he had that story in him, and either you have to sort of replicate that or do something totally different. And
from what she's been telling me, I don't know if I'm going to want to read Artemis anytime soon.
For as much as I like that other book, I've not been interested at all in this.
But hey, if you liked Artemis, tell us about it.
Yeah, we would love to know.
Okay, that's it. I've got so many more comics I'm going to read. I think I told you this. I was up till 1 a.m. because you can add comics on your Marvel Unlimited to your library for future. And I was like, what characters haven't I read? And so like it's 1 a.m. and I'm like, did Bishop have his own series? Yes, he had 2.
Oh my gosh. Jack of Hearts? Did you find him yet?
No Jack of Hearts.
All right.
But I'm just adding him like, oh, here's 3 Venom miniseries from 1993 alone.
All right.
To read, please. I don't know why I sound like that.
Like a weird Keanu.
Yeah, like a weird
type.
Keanu, yes.
Okay. What's he up to lately?
Do they have all 25 issues of Gambit? Nay, they have but 12.
Pretty good.
Thank you.
What's he up to now?
Keanu Reeves?
Yeah.
John Wick 3?
Are they really making John Wick 3?
Yeah, they're making they have to. John Wick 2 ended on a cliffhanger.
Oh,
I really like the John Wick movies.
I hear you do, yeah.
They are uber violent, though.
Are they?
I would not suggest you ever watch John Wick.
Thanks for looking out for me.
Yeah. And I like action, and I have the, what do you call it? Benefit of the doubt? Not benefit of the doubt. Suspension of disbelief.
Okay.
But there's like one scene where he's escaping from an area, and I'm like, surely he's run out of ammo by now.
Yeah.
And then nope. He never seems to reload. He just like 8 headshots. Huh. Sometimes he like shoots a guy in the knee, shoots 2 guys in the head, and then turns back and shoots the guy he shot in the knee in the head.
Wow. And
he just shot him in the knee because he had other things to do before the headshot.
I would like to read you the synopsis for Keanu Reeves' upcoming science fiction thriller.
Is he really?
It's called Replicas.
Is this a book or a movie?
Movie.
Okay.
A daring synthetic biologist who, after a car accident kills his family, will stop at nothing to bring them back. Even if it means pitting him against a government-controlled laboratory, a police task force, and the physical laws of science.
Listen.
Do you want to watch it?
I'm going to watch it. When does that come out in theaters? Or is it direct to DVD?
June. Well, it's released in June. Who knows where it's going to come out.
Well, I just got a movie pass.
Oh, you did? That's true.
So.
Hey, I would like to read to you the synopsis for the upcoming romantic crime thriller starring Keanu Reeves.
Okay.
Called Siberia. The film tells the story of an American diamond merchant, Keanu Reeves,
sure.
who travels to Russia to sell rare blue diamonds of questionable origin. As the deal begins to collapse, he falls into an obsessive relationship with a Russian cafe owner in a small Siberian town. As their passion builds, so does the treacherous world of the diamond trade, from which he is unable to extricate himself. That one sounds more fun to me.
Really?
Molly Ringwald's in it?
Wow, is she the Russian?
I don't know. She's not the Russian.
You don't think she could do a Russian accent?
Probably not. No, I don't think so.
All of these diamonds I have sold. Truly, you are the finest diamond.
I'm telling you this as a friend. That is the worst Molly Ringwald impression that I have ever heard. I don't think that you should do that again.
You had me at hello.
No, that's Renee Zellweger. Please stop. All right. Is that it for your...
Whoa.
Okay.
Was that Molly Ringwald?
No.
From Breakfast Club?
Not again. Not Molly Ringwald.
When
no.
the right with the pen scene.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think you're thinking of somebody else.
Okay.
Did you finish your bookmark? Is that it?
Yeah. Sorry,
Okay.
I took a long time talking
That's
about
all
my
right.
bookmark.
No, that's fine.
Wait, I think I did something or saw something.
Well,
did I go to a movie?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I didn't go to a movie. Did I go see a show?
Oh, you did. You went to see
Dancing. I went to Dancing with the Stars live. Yeah.
Live.
Okay.
So, Eric.
At Shea's Music Hall?
Now, listen,
that
I
what it's
did
called?
not spend my weekend with America's sweetheart, Frankie Muniz,
That's true.
star of Malcolm in the Middle
Yeah.
and Agent Cody Banks. What did you do?
I shook hands with America's sweetheart.
Frankie Muniz?
Frankie Muniz.
Star of Malcolm in the Middle and
And
Big Fat
star
Liars?
of and I shook the hand of Jordan Fisher. Kind of he played
Don't know who that
Lawrence
is.
and Philip in Hamilton.
Okay. Is that the kid?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry. Oh, he's young.
Malcolm. No.
He's like real young.
Oh, Jordan Fisher. Yes.
Yeah.
Frankie Muniz. He looks young.
He's in Grease Live.
Oh, that's right. I think he played the guy who was on the guitar and the.
Duty?
Yes.
Did he?
I don't know.
Did he?
I
Play
don't
Duty?
know. I don't know.
He
Something
did.
with Duty.
Yes, he did.
So, and
He was
remember
great
we
in
saw
that.
We saw that and we're like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
This is like a great scene.
He was really good at that.
Yeah.
Hey, folks, guess what? We have the DVD and the CD in our soundtrack
And
for Grease
Hamilton.
Live.
I don't know if we
And
have Agent Cody Banks.
We have the soundtrack to Moana as
I
well.
think we do have Big Fat Liar,
Okay.
which is Paul Giamatti with Amanda Bynes and Frankie Muniz.
Frankie Muniz, Eric's friend.
Hey, I'll tell you something. The dancers on Dancing with the Star, a lot shorter than you think they'll be.
Really?
Yeah, Sharna especially. I thought she was very tall.
Would
but-
you believe that I've never given consideration to this
Okay.
size?
Well,
How tall?
I shook hands with Adam.
I don't know who that is.
I shook hands with Lindsay.
Don't know who that
and
is.
Jordan Fisher. And on the
Okay.
way out, I made sure to shake hands and say hi to Frankie Muniz.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
how old are you?
Me?
Yeah.
31.
Okay.
Why?
Frankie Muniz, a little bit older than you.
33?
He is 32. Born in December of 1985.
Hey, I used to... This is kind of confusing.
Hey, I have to tell you one more thing.
Okay.
His full name is Francisco Muniz IV.
Oh, my gosh.
So, I don't know if that changes your perception.
When I used to watch Malcolm in the Middle,
yeah.
the three young brothers that were living at home
Sure.
were basically me and my brothers.
Really?
Except
Were you Frankie Muniz?
that's the difference. Like, I'm the oldest.
Okay.
But I related most to Malcolm.
Right.
And I have the
He's in the
second brother was more like Reese, who was the older brother.
And-
but then my brother Jordan was very much like Dewey.
Now, when you watched Frankie Muniz in Sharknado 3, Oh Hell No, who did you...
Who did I relate
Who
to?
did you relate
Mark
to?
Cuban as the president.
Mark Cuban. Okay.
Yes.
All right, that's fine.
So it was a good show.
Good.
Dancing with the Stars live.
Yeah,
a lot
that was in
lot of great
Shays
dancing
in Buffalo?
Yeah, Shays in Buffalo.
Wow.
Well, now people know where I was.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
In the past?
Uh,
That's crazy.
yeah, it was really good. I think even you yourself, without having any understanding of Dancing with the Stars, might have enjoyed it because there's just a lot of good dancing.
Well,
So, do you like watching people dance?
someone didn't invite me. So.
Oh, well, I think I asked if you wanted to go, and you're like, no, thank you.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. So you didn't invite me, and I
Yeah.
rebuffed your advances.
Yeah, I think I even offered you physical tickets. I put them on your desk, and
Yeah.
you ripped them up in my face.
That's actually coming back to me
yeah,
now.
formed them in a cigarette, and then just blew the smoke into
Right.
my face.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't even smoke.
Yeah.
So that was a lot
Yeah.
of...
Which is
a lot.
good because
Yeah, we killed
your
it.
lungs couldn't handle
Yeah,
it.
nothing,
Yeah.
nothing could. Yeah. All right. Let's get into what's new in the publication world now. Would you call this book news?
This would be book news.
This is the book news that you so often speak of.
Yes.
Okay. Well, folks, I'm going to start with large print. So this is going to be
Have
here.
you not known what like book news, author news,
No,
and
I
literary
guess I
news
could
have been this
parse
whole
it
time?
out. Just whenever I hear it, I think like, aren't those the same?
No, award seasons.
Well,
that's literary news.
You're right. I'm glad you took the time. Coming in large print, actually in February.
Oh, starting with large print?
Quickly. Yeah.
Calm down, killer.
Patterned After Death. A Southern Sewing Circle mystery. Book number 12.
Y'all finished with that quilt yet? Y'all still working on that quilt?
Everyone in Sweetbriar, South Carolina, knows former high school football star Jake Davis and Noah Madden. The two were fierce rivals once and now, 20 years later.
Y'all remember
the dueling
Jake?
Quarterbacks haven't lost their luster. So town folks are surprised when Jake and Noah team up for a business venture, and there's only one suspect when Noah turns up murdered. Margaret Louise, Jake's mother and one of the founding members of the sewing circle, isn't
Y'all
about
think Jake did it?
to take the attack on her son's reputation lying down. Lying down. In fact, she's in full mama bear mode. I don't feel good about saying that. I didn't write it, and I'm just reading it verbatim, but I still feel like... Anyway, and Tori and the rest of the Sweetbriar gang are more than willing to help her sharpen her claws to catch a killer, because she's a mama bear.
Yeah.
Sharpening the claws. Okay. Well, that is coming to you in large print next month. Now, keep in
Y'all,
mind...
I'll bet a liter of sweet tea that Jake did it.
There are 11 sewing circles before this. Would you like to hear...
gosh.
Would you like to hear the titles?
Yeah.
Okay. So Deadly. Death Threads. Pinned for Murder. Every time I hear these, they just brighten my day. Deadly Notions. Dangerous Alterations. Reap What You Sow. Let It Sow. Christmas.
Yes.
Of course. Remnants of Murder. Taken In. Wedding Duress. Needle and Dread. Pretty good. And, of course, Patterned After Death. So if you're a fan of that series, we can hook you up.
Yeah.
Coming to you in standard print in March.
Crossed out, stitched.
All of a sudden, we were in college radio for a minute there.
This is Bruce Springsteen's new song. Old song.
Okay.
Old song on a new album. Wait, hold on.
And cut. All right. Okay. The Third Victim by Philip Margolin. Margolin continues his return to the exceptional form of his early novels with this gripping, tightly plotted, and smoothly
Innocent
written.
until proven quilty.
Okay. All right. Hats off. Woo, Eric, you just dropped your mic on the ground. Pick that up, please.
I panicked in the middle.
It's important.
I couldn't breathe.
You did
It's the most exciting moment of my life.
Okay. A woman stumbles in... This is, again, if you forgot, The Third Victim by Philip Margolin.
Right.
A woman stumbles into a dark road in rural Oregon, tortured, battered, and bound. She tells a horrific story about being kidnapped and tortured until finally she managed to escape. She was the lucky one. 2 other women with similar burns and bruises were found dead. What do you think? Are you scared?
Sounds dark and scary. Yes.
I know.
I don't want to read that.
Yeah, Philip Margolin. What are you going to do? Okay.
Do you ever find... Bless you.
Thank you. Go on.
Are you ever just like, life's too dark to be reading this dark book?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
That's just how I feel sometimes with that stuff.
Brad Meltzer.
And
you like his, what's it called? Rule of Fate?
Book of Fate.
Book of Fate. Okay.
And no, I didn't like his... Oh, and I hated Identity Crisis.
Oh, yeah. I don't like Identity Crisis either. I do like his Green Arrow.
Okay.
So, Brad Meltzer's back with The Escape Artist. 2 hours outside of Washington, D.C. is the mortuary for the U.S. government's most top-secret, high-profile cases. America's most important funeral home. To work there, mortician Jim Zig Zwiczkowski has one rule.
In my world.
Never let a case get personal.
Oh.
But when a new... And don't take anything from the body's pockets or anything.
That's
the second rule.
Yeah.
Don't take the bodies home.
I thought you loved me.
Third
also,
rule.
I stole these matches.
Yeah, don't do that. When a new body arrives, a young female sergeant, Nola Brown, who was a childhood friend of Zig's daughter.
Yeah.
I feel like he wouldn't have to do the autopsy on a family friend.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
Zig can't help himself.
Oh,
Looking
sorry,
closely
Uncle
at Nola's
Bobby.
body, he realized immediately this isn't Nola. Indeed, his daughter's friend is still alive and on the run. Zig's discovery reveals a sleight of hand being played at the highest levels of power and traces back through history to a man named Harry Houdini.
Okay.
Nola,
Harry.
you were right. Keep running. All right, that sounds nonsensical.
Yeah.
First of all, reading that, all I can picture is the 1970s comic strip character Ziggy.
Okay, sure.
As a mortician.
I was thinking of Ziggy Stardust of David Bowie, yeah.
Well, either one of them I think would be out of place in a mortuary.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
has something to do with Harry Houdini? Yeah. I don't know, Brad.
Sorry.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Look, we'll have this in March.
Can I go for the lowest common denominator right now?
Why stop now?
All right, book series.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe the first book.
Okay.
A bunch of people in an elevator.
Okay.
Somebody lets one out.
Okay.
And it's very smelly.
Wow.
And everybody's trying to figure out who it is.
The lowest common
and
denominator.
the main character whose it was.
Yeah. No, he's the one who dealt it.
He dealt it.
He did not. Okay.
He dealt it. Everyone else is smelling
Smelt
it
it,
and
yeah.
trying to figure out who it is.
Sure.
He has to get out before they pinpoint it was
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
The escape fartist.
So stupid.
That
is so stupid.
Every book though
That's
is a different situation where this happens to him, and he has to find a new way to get out or blame it on someone else.
I had to call an Uber to get to the end of that joke, and the punchline was the escape fartist. That's what you put me and our listeners through.
Imagine
Stop
all the
it.
situations, family reunions.
Which one of these is your microphone?
Dentist.
I'm pulling the cord.
What if he's in the dentist chair? There's
All
only
right.
3 people. The dentist,
Yeah.
his assistant, and
Right,
him.
right.
How is he going to get out of that?
Yeah.
They're about to gas him,
Yeah.
but he just gassed them.
So stupid. Hold on. Ugh. Okay, I pushed Eric's microphone away. Sweet Vengeance by Fern Michaels. Tessa Jameson couldn't have imagined anything worse than losing her beloved twin girls and husband until she was convicted of their murder. For 10 years, she has counted off the days in Florida's Correctional Center for Women, fully expecting, to die behind bars. Fighting to prove her innocence holds little appeal now that her family's gone. But on an extraordinary day, her lawyers announced that Tessa's conviction has been overturned due to a technicality, and she's released on bail to await a new trial. Hounded by the press, Tessa retreats to the small tropical island, owned by her late husband's pharmaceutical company. There she begins to gather knowledge about her case. For the first time since her nightmare began, Tessa feels a sense of purpose and working to finally expose the truth and avenge her lost family.
Oh, no.
One by one, the guilty will be led to justice and Tessa can gain closure. But will she be able to learn the whole truth at last and reclaim her freedom and her future? Mm-hmm. Wow. That's Fern Michaels.
Holly Hunter and Fern Michaels' Tessa.
Seriously. That's surprising to me. That doesn't seem like Fern Michaels at all.
Yeah.
Usually, Fern Michaels books are about 2 60-year-old women sharing decaf coffee on a flower-covered sun porch in the Georgia plains.
Right.
And this is about some serious stuff.
Yeah.
And it's funny because the cover is very
maybe she's
sun-kissed. It's very sun-kissed with pink font. It does not look like about a woman being framed for the murder of her entire
Fern Michaels
family.
can't take it anymore.
Maybe she can't. Maybe she's got to let it out. Maybe this is her J.D. Robb.
Yeah.
Maybe this is J.D. Fern Michaels Robb.
Yeah. Okay. Quick comment. Instead of Brad Meltzer, it's Brad Smeltzer.
Okay. All right. I have to give you that one because it's obvious and it needed to be said. But now we have to move on.
Yes, I'm done with Brad Smeltzer's The Escape
I think
Artist.
we're all done with it. What do you have coming out on the New York Times bestseller list?
All right, New York Times
what's the
bestsellers
tip of
list
these apps?
for
Be selective.
hardcover fiction.
Okay.
Be selective.
Yeah. I wanted you to pick a good list.
Okay, yeah, the hardcover fiction.
Okay.
So number 10 is Robbie.
That's for you, Claudia. Drum roll.
I can't believe it.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I thought it was just going to reverberate into the mics and somebody's going to be driving
nice
and
touch.
holy crap and crash. But yes, one of our listeners, Claudia, commented that she liked your drum roll.
Yeah.
You got to give the people what they want. I totally miscalculated
It's not my first day. I know my way around a drum roll.
Yeah, you're the P.T. Barnum of podcasts.
I don't like the connotations of there. No.
No, because of the way you capture and force elephants to entertain us.
No, I don't think it works. It breaks down.
Okay, but Hugh Jackman will play you in the future.
Well, that's kind of fun.
Oh, but he'll be older then.
That's true.
He'll play. Oh, and he's older than you now.
Yeah.
So he's got to play older you while you're still young.
Probably.
So that's going to be hard to see.
It's all right.
All right. Number 10 on the hardcover fiction list. Robbie Chow? You told me about this. It's by James Lee Burke.
Robichaud.
Robichaud.
Yep.
Thank you. Robbie Chow.
Yep.
A bereaved detective confronts his past and works to clear his name when he becomes a suspect during an investigation into the murder of the man who killed his wife. Sounds like he's letting it get personal.
I think he is. I think he is, and he
that's
shouldn't.
the third rule? Second rule?
Yeah.
First rule.
First rule of
right.
Mortuary assistance, are we talking about?
Yes.
Okay. Yep.
Number 9.
First rule.
Blood Fury by J.R. Ward. Number 9. Debuting new this week.
Yep.
This is the third book in the Black Dagger Legacy series. I guess Black Dagger is a group of vampire?
I don't know why you're asking me like I know.
Number 8, Before We Were Yours, by Lisa Wingate, a South Carolina lawyer, learns about the questionable practices of a Tennessee orphanage. So, there's that.
Yeah.
Number 7, new this week, The Immortalist, by Chloe Benjamin.
Okay.
I don't know why. I guess I started Ben.
Yeah.
And then I didn't realize it was just going to be Benjamin.
Yeah.
So
you got a little lost there, didn't you?
4 adolescents learn the dates of their deaths from a psychic, and their lives go on different courses.
Okay.
Is that something you'd read?
I don't think so.
Sounds kind of Stephen King-y.
A little bit.
Stephen King-ish.
Yeah. That's the one.
Yeah. Or does it sound more like Joe Hill?
I haven't read Joe Hill, so I can't tell you.
Okay. Sing, Unburied Sing at number 6 by Jasmine Ward. So this must have just got a boost from the
award season.
Yes.
Definitely. It's had a resurgence.
Yeah, 13-year-old boy comes of age in Mississippi while his black mother takes him and his toddler sister to pick up his white father, who is getting released from the state penitentiary. And is this a poetry book? No, otherwise it'd be in nonfiction.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Little Fires Everywhere at number 5.
Oh, that's another one.
By
That's
Celeste
been on
NG.
the list for a while, but that was another big award winner. So
Did you see...
it's being rediscovered. This
so-
is like when TV shows wouldn't get popular until syndication.
Yeah.
Same kind of thing.
Did you see Celeste NG tweeted a text she had with her mom? She took a
Yes.
photo of Little Fires Everywhere being on the New York Times bestsellers list and sent her to her mom. She was like, Mom, look who's on the New York Times bestsellers list. And her mom was like, that's nice. Going out for breakfast right now. Talk to you later. So
Hard to please.
yeah. Number 5 and number 4 are tied. So number 4 is The Rooster Bar by John Grisham. By a young John Grisham.
By young John Grisham?
No, it's current day
this is
John
a
Grisham,
current-
who's very
current John
old.
Grisham. Not that old. He's doing well.
60?
I want to say 60, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, people think you have your midlife crisis at 50.
Yeah.
Nobody lives to 100.
I don't know.
I dare say
These days.
I should be having my midlife crisis right now. Because if I see 65, I'm doing very well.
It's adorable that you think you're not having your midlife crisis right now.
Oh, no. Well, I haven't bought a nice car yet.
Know thyself.
Uh-huh.
Anyway.
From The Matrix.
Oh, yeah.
The Oracle said, yeah. How does one know thyself? A mirror.
Stupid.
So
Don't
hey,
attribute that to Keanu
I don't
Reeves.
know if this is true.
Oh,
because
well.
I didn't know if I was having a midlife crisis or not. But I would say I'm on fire today.
On fire?
Yeah.
Today?
Well, I
you
got
had
the escape
you had
fartist.
like a 5-minute monologue about farts, and then you laughed for twice as long. So, no, I don't think you're on fire.
Okay.
If you were on fire as the fartist, you would explode.
That's one of his greatest weaknesses.
Yeah, it is.
Flame.
Maybe his greatest.
Number 3. Origin by Dan Brown is at number 3. This is going to be... John Grisham and Dan Brown have been on... They kind of got these books out at the same time, and they have not left these spots.
Nope.
Though I think...
Their fates are forever intertwined.
I think technically
Soulmates.
Rooster Bar was higher for a while than Origin,
it was.
and now it's lower.
Yeah.
Hey, number 2 is new this week. It's called The Wife Between Us by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen. Pekkanen.
I don't think I've seen this one.
The connection. Well, it's new this week.
Okay.
It just came out this week.
Fine.
The connections linking a hedge fund manager, his ex-wife, and his fiancée are explored from several points of view. And number 1, 2 weeks on the list, The Woman in the Window by A.J. Finn, a recluse who get this, she drinks heavily and takes prescription drugs.
I wash his own pills.
She may have witnessed a crime across from her Harlem townhouse.
What am I seeing? What am I seeing right now? I saw a crime from my townhouse. I know what I saw.
Ma'am?
Oh, thank goodness you're here. I witnessed a crime. Let me just clear these pills away.
Ma'am, have you been drinking?
It was just a mimosa
Heavily?
and vodka.
Ma'am, is that Advil?
Maybe.
Is that Tylenol?
Yes.
Is that Motrin?
Forget it. I saw a crime on my window.
Are you mixing those in your drink?
You are. I'm not the one on trial here.
Ma'am, I have to ask, did you just come off a cruise?
Maybe.
What was your cabin number?
10. I'm the woman in the cabin 10. Oh, no.
True story, though. I have this book. This is my next to read.
What?
So, yeah.
The Woman in the Window?
Oh, yeah.
You just can't get enough of women who are addicts. Not addicts.
Okay.
What's the right word I should use?
Alcoholics?
Okay. You just can't get enough of your...
Boozy?
your women who make themselves unreliable narrators witnessing crimes maybe books.
Right.
So
right. Yeah, it's a pretty it's a
Gone,
subgenre.
I feel like we say Gone Girl started this, but that wasn't the thing about Gone Girl. Really, it was the girl on the train.
Yeah.
Who started the though I guess like Gone Girl had unreliable narrators.
Gone Girl, yeah, it was like the unreliable narrator, twisty, female-centric thriller.
The girl on the train was the one that's like, but make sure we can't even trust this woman. She has to be drinking, taking pills. She needs to black out occasionally, like on her way to the police station.
As I recall, there's a lot of vomiting.
In the middle of a police interrogation, she needs to pass out for 3 hours and then come back.
I haven't read The Woman in the Water by Paula Hawkins, and I haven't read The Lying Game by Ruth Ware. But this one sounded good.
Lying Game, we don't think is good. But Girl in the Water, my wife said she did it again.
Oh,
she says it's very good.
The author or Rosario Dawson? Which one? Do you think? Okay.
So anyway. All right. So you're gonna read The Woman in the Cabin, The Woman in the Window. You're gonna read The Woman in the Window next.
Right there. Yes, I am.
By A.J. Finn. Okay. Well, it'll be fun to hear what you think of it.
Yeah. Thank you. I like to think so.
Yeah. Maybe it won't be fun. Maybe it'll be a normal Nick review.
It's possible that it will be like that.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, it's your normal Nick review. Like, those aren't fun. I get it.
All right. Sometimes they're silly. Sometimes you're like, I actually preferred The Hobbit over the Lord of the Rings movies. Bless you.
Thank you.
Sneeze to avoid that hot take. But
yeah.
Should we get to our topic?
I think we sure should. Yeah.
All right. Hold on. I got to think if I got any more dumb book ideas. No, I think I'm good.
Okay.
Maybe when we do this award, something will come to mind.
Hopefully this will get the creative juices flowing.
It seems like we should hop on to this bandwagon of writing these mysteries of drunkards. But it also seems
you got to finish that Swedish, Danish thing you're co-authoring with a series of Dutch.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to finish that.
Yeah,
so
but
that's fine.
Yeah, actually, the problem is now he's just sending to me his work in text form.
He's texting you, okay?
Well, Snapchat form.
James Pattinson was this?
Paddington, yeah.
Paddington.
Paddington.
Okay.
It depends on who's translating and from where.
That makes sense.
Depends on if you're the receiver or the caller on the phone call.
Yeah.
So, and it also depends if you're on speakerphone or not.
So you were hired to be the co-translator, co-author.
I'm kind of like a ghostwriter.
You're a ghostwriter.
Yes.
Okay, like the 90s PBS ghost who
yes.
helps solve people murders.
According to him,
according to the PBS
this book is going to be a transcript
James
of a
Paddington.
ghost he's listening to.
He's listening to a ghost.
Yes, and he's transcript, and
now the ghost is speaking in English.
I don't know what he says. It's just speaking in numbers, like zeros, ones, and zeros,
like a binary situation.
Yes, it's a binary
Michael
situation.
Crichton,
maybe.
Huh. Maybe the ghost is Michael Crichton.
Oh my gosh!
That's how Sherry Crichton found dragon's teeth.
Yeah,
I knew it.
Yeah, 011011001.
Boy, that's a mystery we just solved. A mystery worthy of the Edgar Awards.
Mystery Writers of America is proud to announce, as we celebrate the 209th anniversary of the birth of the Edgar Allan Poe. I said of the.
We all heard.
Gonna keep going though.
Yeah, please.
The nominees for the 2018 Edgar Allan Poe Awards, honoring the best in mystery fiction, nonfiction, and television, published or produced in 2017. The Edgar Awards will be presented to the winners of our 72nd Gala Banquet, April 26, 2018, at the Grand Hyatt Hotel, New York City.
Wow. Are you going to be there?
Am I going to be at the Edgar Awards? To accept my award?
Well, just to cover it for all the books.
Live.
You might do it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's great. Yeah. Yes, that's right, folks. The Edgar Awards, the nominees.
Nick, I'm standing outside. I think I see Paula Hawkins coming up. Nope, that is not Paula Hawkins. I'm informed that's a caterer. That is a caterer, okay. Nick.
Eric, has she written any books?
Let me ask her.
Ask her if she's written any books.
Ma'am.
What did she say?
Ma'am.
What is she saying? What's she saying?
She has written no books.
Okay.
And she is out of hors d'oeuvres.
Okay, thank you, Eric. All right, we'll come back to you in just a minute. So that's just a little preview, folks. That was that was a clip from last year's Edgar Awards. And that's the kind of magic you can hope to capture again. The Edgar Awards are going to be announced in April. So we're going to tell you the nominees right now. A lot of these are either available here at the David A. Howe Public Library or through the STLS system. We'll be glad to get them for you.
Can I tell you, book awards?
Yeah.
Best thing in the world for us.
Yeah.
Easiest segments in the world.
It's some good collection development.
I could do an episode on a book award every week.
Really?
It's just here's some books.
Yeah.
What are the titles?
Yeah.
Though I have to read author names, and that's what confuses me.
I know it does. Let me ask you this. Do you often, are you going to go and purchase? Will you purchase the winner of this? Did you last year?
No.
You
What was
didn't.
the winner of last year?
I can't remember now.
Oh, jeez.
That's all right. That's all right.
Here, I'll look up last year.
Okay.
Well, you... No, this isn't really my genre.
Okay. I think for like mystery, obviously, is a big genre that we have here. A lot of people who just go directly to the mystery section, and that's the only place they go. So
from what I've seen, too...
I do. To answer my own question, I typically buy the winner of the Edgar Award for the collection.
From what I've seen on this list, it's also very subjective.
Oh, like what is a mystery?
Yeah.
Okay.
By some of the... winner was, Before the Fall by Noah Harley.
But we do have that.
Right. But I didn't read it. I almost picked it up. That's the plane crash one.
Right.
But it got a lot of bad reviews.
Yeah.
So confusing. And young adult last year was The Girl in the Blue Coat by Monica Hess, which I keep meaning to read, and I also didn't realize was a mystery.
Well, do you have the adult winner there? Be curious to know what the best novel for 2017 was.
Before the Fall.
Oh, it was Before
Yeah.
the Fall. Okay.
Best first novel was Under the Harrow.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the young adult ones.
No,
Okay.
young adult was Girl in the Blue Coat.
Right.
Juvenile was O.C. Daniel.
I'm
by
sorry.
Wesley
Okay,
King.
I'm with you now. Yes. Before the Fall. Yeah, I agree. And actually, I did pick up Before the Fall, in part because it won this award, and I found it really
Mary Higgins Clark was the
Bad.
Alphabet series.
one that was
No, she was the Alphabet series. She wrote the Alphabet series.
Mary Higgins Clark.
Yes.
No,
And,
Martha Grimes,
okay.
who recently passed away.
Okay.
Why are you asking me that?
I was just trying to remember who Mary Higgins Clark is.
Oh, Mary Higgins Clark wrote. She writes with her daughter Carol Higgins Clark.
Right.
She
Well,
wrote
because
that.
she has the Mary Higgins Clark Award.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Well, I guess she.
Mary
doesn't
Higgins Clark is the queen of suspense.
have-
I mean, she's got a million,
Yeah.
and they're always bestsellers.
Yeah.
She's still going too.
Yeah.
She's still writing regularly. Now she's writing with she does some on her own as
Mm-hmm.
well. I read her as time goes by pretty recently. But she's writing with Ella Fair Burke doing that Under Suspicion series. Where
Right.
They have the TV show that digs into cold cases. So yeah, very active still.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a look at what's on the docket for this year. We'll start with Best Novel. So here are your nominees. The Dime by Catherine Kent. Prussian Blue
Hey, who's the current queen?
of
England?
England, Queen Elizabeth.
Is it Queen Elizabeth?
Yeah.
All right. Well, now it's too late. I was going to say she's the queen of suspense because I'm always wondering what she's going to wear.
It was too late.
Yeah.
Prussian Blue by Philip Kerr.
I'll come back when Kate Middleton is queen.
Bluebird by Attica Locke. A Rising Man by Abir Mukherjee. And The 12 Lives of Samuel Hawley by Hannah Tinty.
First Life of Samuel Henty.
So the one of these that seemed like it's had the biggest...
I don't recognize any of these best
really?
novels. Yeah, I don't recognize any
well,
of the names.
Philip Kerr is kind of an old guard.
Okay.
So that's not a big surprise. The 12 Lives of Samuel Hawley is one that I've noticed checking in and out quite a lot here.
Okay.
So let me tell you a little bit about that.
All right.
A father protects his daughter from the legacy of his past and the truth about her mother's death in this thrilling new novel from the prize-winning author of The Good Thief. Sound good? It explores what it means to be a hero and the cost we pay to protect the people we love most.
Hey, that sounds like the...
That's pretty well reviewed. If you look at like the Goodreads awards...
Sounds like the description of Spider-Man 2.
Reviews. Sorry, the Goodread reviews are all really high for that one. So I don't know if that's necessarily the one that's going to win, but I think
Right.
that's probably the one that's been most commercially successful.
Okay.
And we do have it here. So
All right.
take a look.
I recognize more of the best first novels.
I see.
So go ahead.
Do you? Okay. Well, do
Yeah.
you want to talk about them? Go ahead.
No, I don't know of, but I recognize them from like seeing them in our collection.
Sure.
Specifically, the first one because I just put that on display.
She Rides Shotgun by
Yeah.
Jordan Harper. Dark Chapter.
She must be the eldest.
And these are best first novel, so these
Yes.
are debuts. Dark Chapter by Winnie M. Lee. Lola by Melissa Shriver Love. Tornado Weather by Deborah E. Kennedy. And Idaho by Emily Ruskovich. So do you know anything about She Rides Shotgun? Have you seen that one going in and out a lot, or just...
I know that there was an empty space on our new book section, and I took that out and I put it there, cover out for people to see it.
A simple... No, not really. Would have been fine.
And didn't we talk about tornado weather once?
I think we did. I think we did. That's the one that stands out most to me. Iowa MFA graduate Deborah Kennedy tells the story of a 5-year-old girl who goes missing in a small town, a place where everyone knows something different about her disappearance and about each other, in a debut that brings to mind Everything I Never Told You. I'm not familiar with that one.
Weird. That doesn't sound like tornado weather to me.
No.
But...
They didn't even mention Helen Hunt, so that can't be.
Oh, sure, yeah.
That can't be
Helen
right.
Hunt's important in the tornado weather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever watch the movie Twister?
Yes.
Helen Hunt?
I told you.
Bill Paxton?
Yeah, he passed away.
I know he did.
Twister scared me as a kid. Because even though I had never seen a Twister where I live, New England, after I saw that, I was like, surely I'm being chased by a Twister. I used to think like, I don't know, not sentient.
Yeah.
But like...
malevolence.
Like when I would deliver newspapers in the dark, I'd be like, is that a tornado I hear? It was just the wind in my apartment complex.
Okay.
Never a Twister.
A Twister. Like Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
The movie Twister, when I was a kid, I loved it. Like I feel like it was a big like spectacle movie.
Yeah.
It was like right when I was sort of old enough to see that kind of movie. We did have tornadoes in Michigan. I remember occasionally we'd have to like go in the hallway of school and like huddle up.
Yeah.
Because the tornado sirens were
and
going
everybody
off.
was like, do you smell that?
Yeah.
And then you had to be the escape artist.
Ah, a nice callback. Yeah. I'm sure glad we brought that back.
Twister, first DVD.
The first DVD you ever owned?
No. First DVD to ever.
DVD.
Yeah, it was the first DVD. Twister.
Well, let me ask you this. What's the first DVD you ever owned?
That I ever owned?
Yeah.
Jurassic Park 3.
Really?
Yes. I ended up getting...
Big William H. Macy fan.
I got a DVD player for my family for Christmas, and my mom got us all our own DVDs. DVD. Yeah. So our first DVDs we ever owned, Rush Hour 2, Shrek, and Jurassic Park 3.
Boy, that's like a time capsule right there,
That's
isn't
2001,
Holy
right?
mackerel. Yeah. My first DVD
Rush Hour 2 was a pretty good DVD. And for some reason, in its scene selection, it had trailers for Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring.
It all comes together.
Yeah.
Full circle. Entrapment was mine.
Oh, sure.
Sean Connery, Catherine Zeta-Jones, which I loved my whole life. Rewatched recently. Big mistake.
Entrapment?
Big mistake.
Doesn't hold up?
Does not hold up.
That was your first DVD, huh?
I know. Yeah. Well, you win some, you lose some. Anyway, that was Tornado Weather by Deborah Kennedy, and again, that was
Twister.
That was among that was among the nominees for Best First Novel. Moving on to Best Paperback Original. So a lot of these, it seems like mystery and romance are the main genres that do this, but there is kind of a whole subsection of those that are only paperback originals. There's no hardcover.
Some sci-fi does it. I think the Three Body Problem only came out in paperback.
Yeah.
So.
And Lucky's series, like Ancillary Justice and all that, those are paperback originals. I don't think they're...
Yes, that's true.
I don't think they're copies of Leviathan Wakes. I think those are paperback originals as well.
Yeah.
So...
Well, they're so thick, too. They would cost so much if you...
It's a common thing, but it seems like mysteries are... it's a pretty big deal in mysteries. So anyway, here are some of the best paperback originals.
All the sneezing. Do we have the canine flu?
I guess we must.
Do you see that?
I did.
Canine flu's going around.
I know. It's terrifying.
Got to put little
what
do you call them?
Yeah,
those little white
little
hospital masks on my dogs.
Yeah,
that would be adorable. And I can get them a little lab.
That sounds terrifying.
No,
to me.
I guess that's a muzzle.
So weird.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking I could get them little lab coats and they could be professors.
I feel like they would seem more like weird canine scientists trying to experiment on you.
Like I'm taking.
He ate it. He ate it.
It's a dog version. Of Andromeda Strain.
Oh,
so
I'd watch it.
Yeah.
Barkley from Sesame Street teams up with Sprocket from Fraggle Rock.
Yeah.
Anyway, Best Paperback Original In Farley Field by Rhys Bowen. Now that's a name I remember. What? Look up. Tell me what else they've written, will you?
Farley? You recognize that name as Chris
Bowen. Rhys Bowen. RHYS Bowen. Ragged Lake by Ron Corbett. Black Fall by Andrew Main. The Unseeing by Anna Mazzola. Penance by Kene Minato. And The Rules of Backyard Cricket by Jock Sarong.
So
that sounds like a fake name.
You want to know about
Rhys Bowen. What is another...
Her Royal Spyness, Naughty and Nice, A Royal Pain, 12 Clues of Christmas.
Huh. All right. Well, who knows?
Murphy's Law.
Oh. Malice at the Palace.
Airs and Graces.
That's the one I recognize.
All right.
Oh. It's because, you know what? It's because I met her at the ALA conference.
Oh, my gosh.
And that wasn't even on purpose.
Did you ask her about Royal Flush?
I should have. I wish I would have now. So In Farley Field. So
Evan can wait.
Is
Evans to Betsy. Evan, help us.
Stop it.
Evan and Ellie.
In Farley
Evan
Field
only
is
knows.
That historical fiction.
Evan blessed.
Yes, it is. So In Farley
Heavenly
Field by Rhys Bowen. World War II.
Heavenly Bodies. I'm sorry. There's just so many Evan books.
Are you sorry? So this is In Farley Field by Rhys Bowen. World War II comes to Farley Place, the ancestral home of Lord Westerham and his 5 daughters. When a soldier with a failed parachute falls to his death on the estate, after his uniform and possessions raise suspicions, MI5 operative and family friend Ben Creswell is covertly tasked with determining if the man is a German spy. The assignment also offers Ben the chance to be near Lord Westerham's middle daughter, Pamela, whom he furtively loves.
They fall in
but
love,
Pamela has her own secret. She has taken a job at Bletchley Park, the British code-breaking facility.
Oh, no.
Inspired by the events and people of World War II, writer Rhys Bowen crafts a sweeping and riveting saga of class, family, love, and betrayal.
You know who was the killer in that?
Tell me.
Gravity.
Oh, my gosh. I knew it.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. I was going to read you about rules of backyard cricket, but we settled on reading about Rhys Bowen instead. So let's look at best fact crime. Eric, take it away. No?
Killers of the Flower Moon, The Osage Murders and the Birth of the FBI by David Gran. The Road to Jonestown, Jim Jones and People's Church.
Look out.
By Jeff, how would you say that?
Gwynn?
American Fire. Love, Arson, and Life in a Vanishing Land by Monica Hess. The Man from the Train, The Solving of a Century-Old Serial Killer Mystery by Bill and Rachel McCarthy James. Mrs. Sherlock Holmes, the true story of New York City's greatest female detective and the 1917 missing girl case that captivated a nation by Brad Ricca. I've read one of these.
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yes.
Did that win a Pulitzer or not Pulitzer, but a National Book Award or something? I can't remember.
It did not.
Oh, it didn't win?
No, I don't think it did.
That's sad. Nice try. And you enjoyed that, right? I mean, wasn't that the one that was felt like a thriller, but it was?
I mean, yes, I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I don't know what's going to win. I think there was just a documentary on Jonestown that just happened too.
Okay.
So.
And Martin Scorsese and Leonardo DiCaprio are working on the film adaptation of Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yes.
So that's exciting.
Yes. But Leonardo DiCaprio is also working with Quentin Tarantino on a Charles Manson movie.
Interesting.
Yeah. But I don't think he's playing Charles Manson.
Wait, is he going to play Jim Kirk in the Quentin Tarantino Star Trek movie?
No, I don't think that's... No.
He's not going to do that.
No, I don't think so.
All right.
So.
Best critical / biographical. From Holmes to Sherlock, the story of the men and women who created an icon by Matthias Bostrom. Manderley Forever, a biography of Daphne du Maurier by Tatiana de Rosnay. I really wanted to both read and see My Cousin Rachel.
I
haven't watched it yet.
I got it on DVD here from the library.
I got to do it. Murder in the Closet, essays on queer clues and crime fiction before Stonewall by Curtis Evans. Chester B. Himes, a biography by Lawrence Jackson. And Arthur and Sherlock, Conan Doyle and the Creation of Holmes.
So this
by
is
Michael Sims. It's a Sherlock heavy year.
Yeah, so this is basically the fan category.
I think so.
Yes.
I think it is. All right, let's jump down to Best Juvenile. Eric, what do you got?
Let's see. We have Audacity Jones Steals the Show. Vanished, a framed novel by James Ponte.
Okay.
Kirby Larson writes Audacity Jones Steals the Show. The Assassin's Curse by Kevin Sands. First Class Murder by Robert Stevenson. And Newsprints by Ruzu. I just ordered, actually, Audacity Jones Steals the Show because she has a second book coming out. I think it's Audacity Jones and Your Mama.
Writing together?
Wow. It's that I made fun of you there. I think it's Audacity Jones to the Rescue. So, nope, that's the first book. Audacity Jones to the Rescue is the first book. The second book is coming out. It Steals the Show.
Okay.
I just ordered. Whatever.
All right.
Look, it doesn't matter. I'm not on trial here. First Class Murder. Do you want to know about that? That sounds fun.
Yeah, hit me up.
Okay. Daisy Wells and Hazel Wong are taking a holiday through Europe on the world-famous Orient Express. From the moment the girls step aboard, it's clear that each of the fellow first-class passengers has something to hide. Even more intriguing, rumor has it there's a spy in the midst. Then, during dinner, there is a blood-curdling scream from inside one of the cabins. When the door is broken down, a passenger is found murdered. Her stunning ruby necklace gone, but the killer is nowhere to be seen, almost as if they had vanished into thin air.
Look out.
Daisy and Hazel are faced with their first ever locked room mystery, and with competition from several other sleuths who are just determined to crack the case as they are. For children!
No, Mom. See, the problem is they were stabbed 17 times with different pressure points. Who could it have been?
That's intense. That is intense.
Young adult. The Cruelty. Nope, The Cruelty. I'm sorry I said it that way. By Scott Bergenstrom. Grit by Gillen French. You need grit to make it in the world of mystery.
True grit.
The Impossible Fortress by Jason Rekulik. Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds, and The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. Now, I'm not sure why The Hate You Give is there, but I'm going to read it and see if it's a mystery.
Okay.
But it doesn't seem like it's a mystery.
Right now, it's a mystery. Why it's a mystery?
Oh.
You were asking about the... did you want to talk about any of these in particular?
Yes.
Oh, go ahead then.
What was this? What were you gonna say?
No, I was just thinking about the Mary Higgins Clark Award. It's a confusing award, so I wanted to clarify it.
Oh, okay.
But go on.
I want to know why the Impossible Fortress is on here.
Okay.
Is on this list.
I can't tell you.
May I read the description?
I'd love it if you would.
Okay. And you tell me where you figure out it's a mystery. Until May 8, 1987, 14-year-old Billy Marvin of Wetbridge, New Jersey is a nerd, but a decidedly happy nerd. Afternoons are spent with his buddies, watching copious amounts of television, gorging on Pop-Tarts, debating who would win in a brawl, Rocky Balboa or Freddy Krueger, and programming video games on his Commodore 64 late into the night. Then, Playboy magazine publishes photos of Wheel of Fortune hostess Vanna White. Billy meets expert programmer Mary Zielinski, and everything changes. A love letter to the 1980s, the dawn of the computer age, and the adolescence, a time when anything feels possible. The Impossible Fortress will make you laugh, make you cry, and make you remember the exquisite detail, what it feels like to love something or someone for the very first time.
Weird.
So this is a mystery.
I don't know. I'm just looking it up here, and I can tell you that it's not even cataloged as a juvenile or a young adult book.
Yeah.
Its cataloging record is that of an adult book.
Yes.
And none of the subject terms have anything to do with mystery.
I don't know.
It's classified as a humorous fiction.
Yeah.
So I don't
Probably
know.
the Playboy magazine topic. People are like, let's not put that in YA. But
No, the record itself doesn't really indicate a juvenile. So
I think I remember originally seeing it there.
Okay.
But then Amazon didn't have it as young adult,
weird.
so all right. So go on about the Mary Higgins Clark.
Okay. All right. So the Mary Higgins Clark Award, I'll tell you what is up for it real quick here. The Vineyard Victims by Ellen Crosby. You'll Never Know, Dear by Hallie Efron. The Widow's House by Carol Goodman. Uncorking a Lie by Nadine Netman. And The Day I Died by Lori Rader Day. Here is some info on the Mary Higgins Clark Award. The winner will be selected by a special Writers Guild person committee for the book most closely written in the Mary Higgins Clark tradition according to the guidelines set forth by Mary Higgins Clark. The guidelines are as follows. The protagonist is a nice young woman whose life is suddenly invaded. She's self-made and independent with primarily good family relationships. She has an interesting job. She's not looking for trouble. She's doing exactly what she should be doing, and something cuts across her bow.
Okay.
She solves her problem by her own courage and intelligence.
Okay.
The story has no on-scene violence. The story has no strong four-letter words or explicit sex scenes.
Okay.
So
the writer is technically a murderer.
Ooh, dun dun dun.
Is that true?
No.
About Mary Higgins Clark?
No.
The other one.
You're thinking of Anne Perry.
Oh.
But now is not the time.
Okay. Sorry, Mary Higgins.
That's
Mary Higgins Clark
kind of
is not a murderer.
No, she's not. That's
So.
actually kind of an interesting award.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, and it seems to have a little prestige along with it.
Yeah.
So that is your list of nominees.
Yeah.
You can see more on the edgars.com. You can see the full what actually goes into the selection process, who the judges are. You can find all of that there. And we will let you know when they are announced in April. But in the meantime...
Yeah. It's a mystery.
Oh. But also in the meantime...
Oh.
You can use the next couple of months to read any of these books.
Yes.
Because if we don't have them, we'll get them for you here at the David A. Howe Public Library.
Let us be the sleuths to find these copies of the books.
We'll
I got
catch
nothing.
you reading red-handed.
Yeah, nice. I like that.
I don't know if it really works.
Yeah.
But thank you for saying that.
Like they have allergic reaction to paper or the ink on the paper.
No, you missed it. You missed
So
it.
not only red-handed, but
No,
swollen hands.
You're missing the whole point.
Hives.
Nope.
We'll catch you
Stop
hive-handed.
it. Nope. All right. Well, I think that's it.
That's it,
for the
yeah.
Edgar Awards.
Yeah.
What do you have coming up in your life?
In my life?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to see Dancing with the Stars live again. No, I'm not.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what if I just went on tour with them,
That'd be
following
cool.
them from city to city?
And as Frankie Muniz, Eric Mickles.
Where'd Frankie go?
Same
Doesn't
age.
Matter.
Similar.
Not that similar.
You could be like, I'm always in the middle. I'm a big fat liar.
He's not the big fat liar. Paul Giamatti.
Paul Giamatti's a big fat liar.
All right. What do we have going on? February 2nd. February 2nd.
February 2nd. Like John Travolta in the 70s over there.
February 2nd, we're showing My Little Pony the movie.
Showing My Little Pony the movie. That's it.
Yeah. So, I don't know anything about this, but I'm getting the vibe from some of the kids I talked to that My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is not as cool as I thought it was.
Really?
Yes.
It seems like it's kind of past its prime.
Yeah. So, whoops.
We're going to have an auditorium full of bronies.
Yes, that's true. I think I'm talking to kids who think they're too cool for school.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I bet they've been
get with the times, Daddy-O.
Yeah.
My Little Pony was like totally yesterday.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're showing that.
Princess Dazzle's my favorite, though, if I had to choose. If I'm on the spot. Whoa.
I'm a Twilight Sparkle man myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we still doing? Is this still John Travolta?
I don't know what's happening.
He's a brony.
He might be.
So
he might be.
I don't know how we would actually pronounce Princess Dazzle or whatever her name is.
I don't think you would.
Whoa. What else do we have going on?
Well, we've got the workshop that Rachel Bell is leading.
Yes, thank you. That is Thursday, the 25th at 4 o'clock.
That's right.
Children, come and learn the dulcimer, which
fun.
is it sits on your lap. What does it remind you of? Is it not the mandolin?
I know nothing about dulcimers.
Oh, okay. It sits on your lap. It's like a stringed instrument. It looks like a sitar. Not a sitar.
I don't think.
Look, it's an Appalachian instrument. Mountaineers play it. She's going to be teaching children how to play it, teaching them a song or two. She says it's very easy to learn.
Okay.
And creates beautiful music. And then at
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, she'll be doing a show with Peregrine Road.
Peregrine Road. Yep.
That's her band.
Yep. Rachel and Karen Axelrod. Piano and accordion, which is Rachel's primary.
I don't know how many dulcimers are going to be.
Well, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see who shows back up and plays a dulcimer.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got that coming up. Our senior movie this month is American Graffiti, 2 o'clock on Tuesday the 23rd. Angelica listeners, you missed it. But I hope you're enjoying your Wednesday night. We do a senior matinee the fourth Tuesday of every month at 2 o'clock. Next month,
I guess they could
catch
Fences,
based on the August Wilson.
Oh yes, Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington. Viola Davis.
Thank you, Viola Davis. If they miss American Graffiti, I'm sure they can just turn on AMC right now.
Yeah, it's playing.
It's
playing at any given
just
moment.
Get home and it's on right there.
Yep.
So, would you say that's Richard Dreyfuss's finest hour? Just kidding.
What is your favorite Richard Dreyfuss movie, if I might ask?
Out of all the Richard Dreyfuss movies I love,
yeah,
it's probably Jaws.
Jaws. Okay.
Out of what I've seen, I do not like What About Bob.
No, I don't like What About Bob either.
So, and I know that's gonna ruffle a lot of feathers.
Yeah, it was my grandpa's favorite movie. I never understood it.
But I don't care. I don't think it's funny.
No, I don't. No,
I don't think what Bill Murray does is funny.
It's unpleasant.
Yeah, I think Richard Dreyfuss is a mean character.
Hard to watch.
I don't think there's no heart to it.
No.
So,
wow.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting a takedown of What About Bob, but I guess I walked into
Have
it.
you ever seen Mr. Holland's
I
Opus?
guess that's my fault. Sure, I have.
Is that Richard Dreyfuss?
Yeah, it's Richard Dreyfuss.
Is it good?
Fun fact, we're showing that as part of our summer reading program.
I need you to shut up because I cannot believe you right now.
You can't?
No.
Well,
so if you don't shut up, I'm just going to walk out of this room.
Yeah, well.
All right.
Like the escape fartist that you are. You're just going to poof.
I don't know
gone.
who that was.
Yeah, all right. That's horrible. That's horrible.
Oh, please. You wouldn't read the first book?
No, I wouldn't. And next month, we have Sorrow Estate returning. So that's our concert on February 15th. And don't forget, we have our women's suffrage display up through February 2nd. So stop in and check that out. We hope you enjoy it.
Yeah.
And tell your friends.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add for the good of the podcast
I'm
community?
trying to come up with an elevator-themed fart-related title for the first escape.
I was just going to ask them to rate us on iTunes and share us with their friends.
Listen.
But now I'm not going to because...
Yeah, please do.
No, I'm not going
to.
No, do.
Please rate us.
I'm not
please share with us, but know that I don't make this many fart-related jokes.
No.
Not since Backblast.
I know.
Not since Backblast have I...
You're right. The Mark Greeny book, Backblast. There was more fart humor in this than in all of Ender's Game. And that's going to be it for this week. See you next time.